some oil. Okay. All right, focus. Okay.
Okay.
It's beautiful.
No, it's beautiful. It's your man hands. Whew. I know we're supposed to be shaving, but I'm thinking about something else.
Shaving.
Why are you sticking your tongue out?
I didn't even know I was doing that.
When is the simping going to stop, guys? When is it going to end? When are we finally going to be through with all of this simping in society and the promotion of it by our favorite musicians, celebrities, actors, social media influencers, you name it? They are always simping and putting it on full display at just how much of a simp they can be. And just when I didn't think Tyrese Gibson, who put on a full display of his mental disorder when his ex-wife took his baby daughter from him, and he made a 10 to 15 minute video of him crying and posted that on his social media not too long ago, now he hits another all-time low with his supermodel girlfriend, who is a lot younger than him, clearly using him for clout, but he doesn't understand this because he's a simp. Now he is shaving her pubic hair on Instagram, and she's recording him doing this and calling him a king and promoting this simping to her male followers, and other females that are watching this that have boyfriends are going to go and tell their boyfriends and show their boyfriends, look at Tyrese Gibson as he shaves his girlfriend's pubes. If you really love me the same way, you'll do the same thing for me. Don't believe it? This is what women use social media for. They're constantly comparing their relationships with celebrities. She went on and said, I will never let go of you, my king, but does your man shave you though? So she is basically saying, in order for you to be considered a king in her book, which is really, if we look right here, it's really a court jester. Okay, what is a court jester? According to the Pennsylvania Academy of the Fine Arts, a jester, court jester, or a fool was historically an entertainer during the medieval and Renaissance eras who was a member of the household of a nobleman or a monarch employed to entertain him and his guests. Well, flip the script now in 2021 and insert your favorite celebrity or social media figurehead that is a male who is a simp court gesture for his woman, okay? He is an entertainer, a fool who entertains the modern female by belittling himself and puts himself on a foolish display for, if we look at the definition here, this was put on in the Renaissance era for members of the household of a nobleman or a monarch employed to entertain him and his guests. Switch him with her and guests with her social media followers. So you are not only entertaining her with your foolish simping, but you are entertaining all of her social media followers and fans by putting yourself in a submissive state and shaving a woman's pubic hairs. Really think about how low you have to be as a man in order to do these things. How low and how degrading you have to think of yourself to be so subservient and so submissive to a girlfriend, not even your wife. So this is an article from page6.com. The title is Tyrese shaves new girlfriend's pubic hair on Instagram. Tyrese Gibson and Zelie Timothy are the latest couple to share some borderline NSFW content. Timothy, 25, who's the girl, posted a video of Gibson, 42, which I just showed you guys, shaving her bikini line on her Instagram story on Sunday. While the model's face was not in the clip, her legs were kicked up in the air and spread. I will never let go of my king, but does your man shave you though? She captioned the post with an eye roll emoji. What a fool. What an absolute fool. He is not a man, he is a male. Just like his movie he starred in, Baby Boy, he is a baby boy. He is not a man. In the video, Gibson explained to Timothy that he was, quote unquote, going to put the creamer on it first, end quote, and then mix it in with some oil. After the actor called his new girlfriend beautiful, she responded, "What's beautiful is your man hands." Oh boy. I know you're supposed to be shaving, but I'm thinking about something else, she told him. This is what they look like together. Here's Tyrese, if you didn't know what he looked like. And here is the Instagram model girlfriend, Zelie Timothy. I think that's how you pronounce it. Clearly in it for the money and the status. But this fool can't see. Look at his leaned in body language, which tells me she has his frame. He is in her frame. As we scroll down, the Fast and the Furious star did not share any clips of him shaving the Instagram influencer on his own account, but instead he posted a video of his friend Jamie Foxx winning his second Oscar for the best animated film for Soul on Sunday. The couple were first linked earlier this year after Gibson announced in December that he and his wife Samantha Lee were divorcing, and then he cried. The estranged couple said in a joint statement at the time, "Our intention is to remain best of friends, and strong co-parents." Simp. We feel incredibly blessed to have found each other and are deeply grateful for the 4 years we have been married to each other. Gibson and Lee tied the knot in a secret ceremony in February 2017 and share a 2-year-old daughter, Soraya. He also has a 13-year-old daughter, Shayla, with his ex, Norma Gibson. My bad, guys. Norma Gibson, when he split up with her, he made this long, crying, ranting video about, I'm a good father, and he went on and like cried and cried and cried. You guys can look up that video if you want to, but this is the example of someone you don't want to be. All right, this is the example of a man that's not really a man, that is a simp, that is being promoted in the media, that stars in what would seem like a man's movie, the Fast and Furious series. However, behind the scenes, behind closed doors, this man is a simp, and this man is willing to put himself in a submissive position and shave his new girlfriend's hairs, let's just put it that way, between her legs in order to please her and make himself look like a fool, because he is in her book, a king for doing this, when he doesn't realize he's just an asset for her at the end of the day. And some of you guys might argue with me and say, well, she's sharing his body with him. She's young. He's an older guy, so it's a fair exchange. He's getting youth. She's getting to humiliate this guy and get status. But there's plenty of relationships that are like this, where the woman does not have to humiliate publicly a man like this. But you know what? Tyrese Gibson has shown and proven to many women on social media and many women worldwide the type of man he is outside of his movies, and the fact that he really doesn't respect himself. There's plenty of ways to show you care about someone without having to put yourself down. But for some reason in this culture, there's a lot of court gesturing males that are simps that are willing to put themselves in submissive positions and embarrass themselves and make themselves look like absolute clowns on social media just to keep that woman happy and that woman proud. When at the end of the day, people are viewing you such as children that like your movies, and they're going to replicate this behavior if they see you doing this and they see a positive feedback from women, because young minds are impressionable, Tyrese. So by you putting out videos like this, by you simping constantly, by you crying on camera like you did a couple years ago, you are not a good example of what masculinity should be looking like, as well as what being a father should look like. Because now your daughters are going to grow up seeing this behavior from you and expect men to pander to them and pedestalize them the same way they've seen you do this their entire lives. So that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the situation. Until next time, have a blessed rest of your day. I'm gone.